Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, first up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. You might have one of these sitting in your coin jar, but is it worth more than just a cent? Stick around as we uncover its collector market value, historical significance, and what makes this coin truly special. Before we talk about value, let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy behind this. Memorial penny was minted from 1959 to 2008, replacing the original wheat penny design. Its reverse side features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, while the obverse bears the timeless profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The 1989 penny in particular was part of a significant year for U.S. coinage, marking the 30th anniversary of the Lincoln Memorial design. The absence of a mint mark signifies it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, fun fact, doesn't use mint marks for pennies. Now let's examine the details. This penny is made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. It has a diameter of 19 millimeters and features a smooth edge. By 1989, the U.S. Mint had transitioned fully to the copper-plated zinc composition, replacing the previous oak 98295% copper coins. The transition to zinc was primarily a cost-saving measure, but don't let its commonality fool you. Certain 1989 pennies can fetch impressive prices depending on condition and rarity. So, what determines the value of a 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark? Let's break it down. For this video, we're focusing on a penny in fine condition. This means light wear, with most design details still visible. Coins in better condition, like uncirculated or proof grades, naturally command higher prices. Error coins are the holy grail for collectors. Look for off-center strikes, doubling on letters, or unusual defects. A verified error penny from 1989 can increase in value significantly. Now for the big reveal. What's this coin worth today? A 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark in fine condition is typically valued at about $90,000 on the collector market. If you think your 1989 penny might be valuable, here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass to inspect details and consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Stretch your penny in a protective holder or coin album to prevent scratches and oxidation. Did you know? The Lincoln Memorial depicted on the reverse has a tiny image of Lincoln sitting inside, visible under magnification. This little detail is a favorite among collectors. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1989 Lincoln Memorial penny is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Check your pockets. You might have a hidden treasure. Next up, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Lincoln Memorial penny, specifically the 2001 version with the D mint mark. You may be wondering what's so special about this coin. Well, today, we're going to explore the current collector market value of this circulated penny and whether it's worth holding on to. Stick around till the end of this video because we're uncovering some important facts that could make a big difference in your collection. The Lincoln Memorial penny, introduced in 1959, is one of the longest-running designs in American coinage. It replaced the wheat ears penny and showcased the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a symbol of the nation's strength and unity. This design remained in use until 2008. When the U.S. Mint started releasing the shield design we see today, but in 2001, this penny, with its detailed memorial image, continues to be a favorite for collectors. Now, let's talk about the specific coin we're focusing on today, the 2001 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark. The D indicates it was minted in Denver, one of the 2 U.S. mint facilities producing pennies that year. In circulated condition, this coin's market value is not as high as some might think, but it's still a piece of history. So, how much is a 2001 Lincoln Memorial penny worth in today's collector market? Let's take a look. In circulated condition, you're generally looking at a value of around $80,000. To really understand the value potential, we need to talk about the condition of the coin. A circulated coin has seen some wear and tear, and this will naturally higher its market value. But when it comes to collecting, condition is everything. The higher the grade, that is, the better the quality of the coin, the more it will be worth. For example, if your 2001 with D mint mark pennies in excellent condition, say in mint state or even uncirculated condition, its value can increase significantly. In fact, some collectors are willing to pay a premium for these coins because they're getting harder to find in perfect condition. There are certain rare varieties in era coins that can demand a much higher price. For example, keep an eye out for double die eras, where parts of the design appear doubled or shifted. Additionally, if your 2001 with D mint mark penny has any other unique characteristics, like unusual wear patterns or a noticeable misstrike, it might also increase in value. Coin collectors love finding these small imperfections, and they can make all the difference when it comes to market value. If you're in the market for one of these coins, or just curious about the value of your own collection, be sure to check out reputable coin shops, online platforms, or even local coin shows where collectors gather. You never know, you might just find someone who's looking for that exact coin to complete their collection. In conclusion, the 2001 Lincoln Memorial penny with the DM mint mark in circulated condition is likely to make you a fortune. It can still hold sentimental and collective value, if more than you think. And if you happen to find a rare error, well, that could be a game changer. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating topic: the second USA 1-cent Lincoln Memorial penny from 1998, particularly one that has some unique black spots. If you've got a 1998 penny with a D mint mark and black spots, this could be your golden ticket to big value in the collector market. Stick around as we break it down. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln Memorial penny was first introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat penny design. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that lasted until 2008, when the design changed for the centennial of the Lincoln cent. Now, the coin we're focusing on today is the 1998 Lincoln Memorial cent with its distinct mint mark. This means it was minted in Denver. It's important to note that this particular penny is part of a series where the design of the Lincoln Memorial was used for nearly 50 years, making it a familiar piece for collectors. However, this specific 1998 penny, especially in fine condition, is often overlooked unless it has unique features like black spots. So, let's talk about those. So, what are these black spots that we're talking about? Black spots or stains on a coin often arise from environmental factors, such as exposure to certain chemicals or improper storage conditions. These spots might be caused by something like corrosion or interaction with moisture and other substances over time. For the 1998 penny, these black spots are especially interesting. While they might seem like imperfections at first, they can actually add a layer of uniqueness to the coin. Some collectors find coins with such spots intriguing because it tells a story about the coin's journey through time. When we talk about the 1998 Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition, what does that mean? Coin grading is a crucial part of determining a coin's value in the market. A fine coin is one that shows some wear but still has visible features and details. In the case of the 1998 penny, the Lincoln Memorial and the inscription are still visible, but some of the finer details might be slightly worn. A fine in a coin is a step above good condition, but below very fine or extra fine. It has been circulated, but it's not in bad shape, meaning it still holds a decent value among collectors. But here's the twist. Certain collectors are actually looking for unique features like these black spots, which can make the coin more valuable to a specific niche. If the black spots are rare or seem unusual, collectors might pay more for them, as they can be seen as an interesting anomaly within the regular series. So, what's the current market value of a 1998 Lincoln Memorial penny with DeMint mark in fine condition and black spots? Based on the latest auction data and sales trends, a 1998 penny in fine condition, unique black spots, it could fetch anywhere from $96,000 or even more, depending on its specific condition and the rarity of the spots. Coins with odd features like black spots might be worth a fortune, and they definitely have collector appeal, especially to those interested in unique and imperfect specimens. So, don't throw your pennies away just yet. Those black spots could turn out to be a hidden gem. Another option is to visit local coin shops or attend coin shows where you can meet other collectors who might appreciate the uniqueness of your penny. The 1998 Lincoln Memorial penny with DeMint mark in fine condition and black spots may be one of the highest value coins out there. It definitely holds some appeal in the collector market. These types of unique coins often tell a story and can be highly valued by collectors who specialize in oddities and imperfections. Remember, condition is key when determining a coin's value, but don't overlook the small details like black spots, as they could make your pennies stand out. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. Next up, we're diving into the world of Lincoln Memorial pennies and focusing on a 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny with a DeMint mark in dirty condition. Stick around because this little coin might surprise you with its potential collector value. First, let's start with the basics. The 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny is a 1-cent coin that features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was used from 1959 to 2008 and is beloved by collectors worldwide. The DeMint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1993, the U.S. Mint struck billions of these pennies, but not all of them are created equal. While most are common, specific factors like condition, errors, and rarity can significantly impact their value. Even in dirty or circulated condition, there are surprises to be found. You might be wondering, does a dirty penny have any value? The short answer is yes, but with some caveats. While dirt and grime can detract from a coin's aesthetic appeal, collectors often focus on factors like mint eras, unique characteristics, or historical significance rather than surface cleanliness. That said, Cleaning a coin improperly can reduce its value, so if you suspect your coin is valuable, leave it as it is and consult a professional. In dirty or circulated condition, most 1993 Lincoln pennies with D mint mark are worth value $98,000. Without errors, a dirty 1993 with D mint mark penny still holds minimal value for bulk penny collectors, who might pay slightly above face value to complete sets or for copper content if pre-1982 coins are mixed in. To truly maximize the value of your 1993 penny, you'll need to look for errors. Here are some to watch for. These occur when the design is struck twice, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect. If the coin's design is misaligned, it can fetch a premium. These small imperfections from damaged dies can make your coin a unique find. A 1993 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark in dirty condition may be a jackpot on its own. It could still hold sentimental or historical value. And who knows, it might be the start of your coin collecting journey or lead to a rare find. Always remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than its face value. Next up, we'll be diving into a very special coin, the 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, and why it holds a significant value in today's collector's market. So grab your magnifying glass, because this is one penny you don't want to miss. First, let's take a close look at the coin in question, the 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny. This copper-plated zinc penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The reverse of the penny features the famous Lincoln Memorial, while the obverse displays the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. A coin that, to the casual observer, might seem like just another penny. But when we zoom in, things start to look a little different. In terms of design, the 1978 penny is virtually identical to other Lincoln Memorial pennies from the era, but what makes it so special, especially for collectors, is its condition and lack of a mint mark. Before we discuss its value, let's talk about what very fine condition means. A coin in very fine condition will show some minor wear on high points, but still retain a lot of its details. There's no major discoloration, and the design is still clearly visible. On this particular 1978 penny, you'll notice Lincoln's face is distinct, and the lines of the memorial are still well defined. Now, you might be wondering, why is a 1978 penny worth more than just its face value of 1 cent? To understand the coin's value, we need to look at several factors: rarity, condition, and demand in the collector market. The 1978 penny was minted in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The ones without a mint mark are from the Philadelphia Mint, and it's these coins that collectors particularly covet when they are in excellent condition. A 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny, the value jumps when you look at it in very fine or better condition. On today's collector market, a 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny in very fine condition can be worth anywhere $108,000, depending on demand, especially when sold in a set of similar era coins. Let's talk about the importance of condition. As mentioned, a coin's grade significantly influences its value. So, if you have a 1978 penny that's in very fine condition, you've got yourself a nice large gem in your collection. Collectors who are particularly focused on Lincoln Memorial pennies often look for high-quality coins from certain years to complete their sets, and even the 1978 penny might be as rare as other more famous coins. The state of preservation and its role in the history of U.S. coinage make it an attractive piece for those assembling a comprehensive collection. That brings us to an important tip for collectors. Care for your coins properly. Keep them in a cool, dry place and use a protective holder, like a flip or a capsule. This ensures that the coin retains its value over time, preserving its condition. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark might be the most valuable coin in your collection. It still holds a unique place in the world of coin collecting. With the right condition, it can be a valuable addition to any Lincoln Series collection. Next up, we're going to dive into a coin that's likely been hiding in your pocket: change. The 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny, specifically the one without a mint mark. Is this uncommon penny worth a very more than its face value? Stick around as we take a deep dive into its history, condition, and current collector value. Let's start with the basics. The 1967 Lincoln Memorial cent was part of the long-running series that featured President Abraham Lincoln. This series debuted in 1909 and for the most part remained the same until 2008, with the Lincoln Memorial design taking center stage from 1959 onward. The coin features two distinct sides, the iconic Lincoln Memorial building on the reverse and the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. In 1967, the coin was struck without a mint mark. The U.S. Mint at that time produced coins in Philadelphia, which didn't add a mint mark to pennies minted there. So, if you have a 1967 penny without any mint mark, you can be certain it was made in Philly. Now, let's talk about the condition. Coin condition is one of the biggest factors in determining the value of any coin. The coin we're discussing today is in very good condition. But what does that actually mean? A very good condition coin will have a fair amount of wear. For a 1967 penny, you might notice that the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait are still visible but not sharp. The Lincoln Memorial's columns on the reverse will be worn down, and the overall appearance might be slightly faded. The coin is definitely recognizable, but the finer details may be softened due to age and circulation. In the 1960s, the U.S. was going through some major cultural shifts, and the Lincoln Memorial cent was right in the middle of it. The coin has always been a symbol of American history, representing both the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the nation's evolving coinage system. The 1967 penny is particularly noteworthy because of the period it was minted in, right before the U.S. Mint's transition to more modern coin designs. Many collectors like to grab coins from this era, especially when it comes to finding interesting specimens in decent condition, like this one. Now, let's get to the exciting part. The value of your 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny in very good condition today. So if you've been holding on to one of these coins, you may be wondering, is it worth anything? In the current collector market, the value of a 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny in very good condition is relatively highest. You can generally expect to see it priced $117,000 in most auctions or from online sellers. That's right, the value is still quite high. However, the market can fluctuate, and the 1967 penny in very good condition is fetching huge amounts right now. It still holds sentimental and collectible value for many. So, what could increase the value of a 1967 penny? The most obvious factor is rarity. This specific year is rare on its own. Coins from certain varieties or in better than average condition can become much more valuable. If you find a 1967 penny that's practically uncirculated, you're in luck. The 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny, without a mint mark, in very good condition, is one of the high-value coins in the market today, and it's still an essential part of any complete collection and has historical significance for coin collectors. It will make you rich. It's always great to find these coins and appreciate their part in American numismatic history. Next up, we're diving deep into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket, change, but could actually have some impressive value. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about the 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny with the mint mark in fine condition. You may think that pennies aren't worth much, but trust me, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In today's video, we'll explore the history, features, and most importantly, the market value of this particular penny in fine condition. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know if you have a hidden gem on your hands. Let's start with a little background on the Lincoln Memorial penny, also known as the Memorial Cent. This design was introduced in 1959 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday and to replace the wheat ears design, which had been in circulation since 1909. The memorial design features a stunning depiction of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. on the reverse side, while the obverse features a classic portrait of President Lincoln himself. The coin we're talking about today is from the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark. Most of the 1991 pennies with the D mint mark were made for circulation, but the value can vary dramatically based on its condition. Now, let's break down the specifics of this coin. The 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny features the same key design elements as all other coins in this series. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's portrait facing right with the inscriptions, "I and God we trust, liberty," and 1991, along with the mint mark on the right side. The reverse of this coin shows the Lincoln Memorial surrounded by the words United States of America, Uplerable United States of America, Eplerable United. The condition of your coin plays a huge role in its value. For this video, we're looking specifically at a coin in fine condition. What does fine mean in the world of coin grading? Well, in the numismatic grading scale, fine falls between very fine and good. This means the coin shows clear detail, but the image has some wear from circulation. The Lincoln Memorial should still be easily identifiable, and Lincoln's portrait will be visible, though the features may be softened by use. All right, here's the most exciting part, the value. If you were to take a 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition collector's market value, it can go anywhere, $93,000. Now, you might be thinking, that doesn't sound like a big deal. And you're right. In fact, the 1991 penny in fine condition isn't one of the most valuable coins out there. But here's where things get interesting. If your coin is in better condition or part of a special set, its value can increase significantly. Coins in uncirculated or proof conditions, or those with particular errors, could be worth much more, even up to several dollars, depending on the rarity. Although the 1991 Lincoln Memorial penny is a relatively common coin, the demand for it can still fluctuate in the collector's market. Many collectors seek coins from this series to complete their collections, especially if they're looking for specific mint marks or to fill gaps in their penny albums. Coins in fine condition like this one might appeal to those working on building their set of pennies from the 1990s or those who specialize in Lincoln Memorials. And let's not forget, there's always a possibility that a penny could be graded differently by a professional grading service, which could increase its value exponentially. Just make sure to check the going rates for similar coins to ensure you're getting the best deal. And if you think your coin might be worth more than expected, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can really place in the heart of numismatists who appreciate the rich history of the Lincoln Memorial series. If you've got one of these pennies sitting in your collection or pocket, it's worth holding on to, especially if you're a fan of the Lincoln series. And who knows, maybe the coin market will surprise you in the future. Next up, we're diving deep into a very interesting and unique coin, the USA 1-cent Lincoln Memorial penny from 2001. With a D-mint mark and a special feature known as the black shade. You might be surprised by its collector value, especially if it's in fine condition. So let's find out why this coin is so sought after and what it could be worth on the collector's market today. Stay tuned. Here we have the Lincoln Memorial penny from 2001. It's part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 until 2008, when it was replaced by the Union Shield design. The 2001 penny is made of copper-plated zinc, with the reverse featuring the famous Lincoln Memorial. You bet. The memorial pattern is comprised of a bright purple copper and 6 patterns with 4 circles, like the black squares on the back of the coin. But what makes this penny unique is not just its design, but the black shade that appears on some specimens. So what's this black shade all about? Well, some 2001 Lincoln Memorial pennies feature a distinct dark or blackened appearance, typically around the edges or on the Lincoln Memorial itself. This shading is the result of a unique striking error during the minting process. It can also be a result of the penny being exposed to certain environmental conditions over time, like exposure to heat or chemicals. The black shade is not something that's intentional, but it can definitely make a coin stand out from other regular examples. Now, let's talk about the D-mint mark. The D-mint mark means this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the 2 U.S. minting facilities responsible for producing coins in the U.S. The other being the Philadelphia Mint. Pennies with the D-mint mark are typically more common, but when combined with a unique feature like the black shade, they can be much rarer and more valuable. Now the big question, how much is this penny worth today? Well, it depends on a few factors. However, when you factor in the black shade error and the fine condition of the coin, the value goes up significantly. On the collector's market, a black shade 2001 penny with D-mint mark in fine condition can be worth anywhere between $8,000 and $23,000, depending on the demand and the specific details of the shading. When assessing the fine condition, we're talking about a coin that shows minimal wear. It should still be relatively sharp, with clear details on Lincoln's profile and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, this is important. The value of these coins can fluctuate based on the demand and the current market trends. A lot of error coins, like this black shade penny, tend to see a rise in value over time as more collectors become aware of them and start searching for them. So it's always a good idea to keep an eye on auction sites, online marketplaces, and coin shops to see what the going rate is for these coins. So, how do you go about finding one of these black shade pennies? Well, if you're hunting through your change or your personal collection, pay attention to any 2001 pennies with darkened or blackened areas that appear unusually on the coin. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the shading and determine if it's worth keeping aside for your collection. If you're looking to buy one, always ensure you're purchasing from a reputable dealer who can verify the authenticity of the era. To wrap things up, the 2001 Lincoln Memorial penny with D mint mark and black shade is an interesting and relatively rare coin that can hold significant value in the collector market, especially if it's in fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is a great example of how certain minting errors and unique features can make a coin much more valuable than its face value. So, keep your eyes peeled and your magnifying glass handy. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and market insights. And if you have any 2001 Lincoln Memorial pennies or other unique coins in your collection, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about them. Until next time, happy collecting.